Have you ever quit your job? You ever put in 2 weeks notice? I have. It's the right thing to do. It's a respectable thing to do. You ever just quit on a job and walk out?
It's respectable. I've walked out plenty of times.
That's this guy. I'm a good employee. I'm employee of the month kind of guy. Anthony's like, I'm out. But anyway, back to the story.
Hold on. You don't just leave?
Nah, man.
You never just leave.
I did once. So
okay.
I take back that.
Okay.
I take that back. All right. So continue with the story. A woman in Western State Hospital, decided she was going to put in her 2 weeks notice, but she wasn't going to just do it with a gradual, nice typed out email, a letter to the board, no phone call to the boss supervisor. She decided, you know what I'm going to do? This is going to taste really, really good. She decided to give her 2 weeks notice with a cake. So she had a cake delivered to her job, brought in, and it tells the one shift, like, hey, I really love you guys, it was fun. And the bottom of the cake is just as like, and you know what, Western State Hospital? I quit! Exclamation point, angry face. She decided to use a cake. What was the craziest way you ever think someone would quit a job? She used a cake. That was nice of her, though.
Well, there was a man that dressed up in a banana costume with a mariachi band to put in his 2 weeks notice. Do you think it jumps that?
I think that.
Do you think it tops it?
Here's the difference. The lady who quit with the cake was thinking about the office. Everybody got some cake, man. Everybody had a good day. The mariachi band did it for himself. Like, he's like, I'm doing this for me. I got a mariachi band singing for me. A mariachi band, bumbo clock. Like, that's what he did for himself, and everyone probably had a good laugh. But if I worked at either one of these jobs, I'd prefer to work at her job, because I'm like, hey man, Sarah quit today. Yeah, but you get cake? Like, she brought cake. Like, that to me is exciting. Like, comment below if you've ever quit a job and you've ever done it in a way that isn't what you would consider ordinary. Have you ever just walked out? Have you ever just sent an inappropriate text to your boss and like, you know what? Kiss my ass, I ain't coming back. Have you ever done it? And if you haven't and you would love to quit a job, what's the craziest thing you could think of? What's the craziest way you could think of quitting a job? Sarah was really nice about it. You'd be cool with having a cake if someone quit a job.
I think the cake is very sweet.
It's nice. It's nice.
I think the cake is super sweet, and the idea behind it is funny.
Yeah.
But don't they need like a written copy of this? Like, they need something to put on file. Like, they're not gonna scrape the icing up and say, hey, we gotta put this on file. Like, how are they putting that on file?
Nah, man, they took a picture of the cake. That was it. That's the contract. They took a picture. It was like, she quits. Because regardless of the fact, she's done. Like, that's her 2 weeks notice. So whether or not they believe it or take it as that, they go, oh, it's a joke. She's like, no, I'm not coming back. So at the end of the 2 weeks, if she doesn't come back, that's it. Like, whatever, she's gone.
She didn't like the job.
She's gone.
She definitely didn't think that job was sweet.
And it goes to show you that sometimes you can like the people you work with, because she obviously did, and not like the job. She didn't like the job, she liked the people. I'm telling you, if anyone ever wants to quit a job that I happen to be a part of, bring cake. Or better yet, bring pizza. But the story here is cake. I like cake. You like cake?
I'm saying I would have liked it more if there was cookies or brownies or something that could have been... Cake, I feel, is just too fat.
It's too fat.
It's too much. They looked a little messy. She could have got a big... If she made cookies or brownies, she could have made it a bigger... Like, I felt like the cake was just too condensed. It was way too condensed.
Can you imagine being the person designing the cake at like Walmart where she got it made, and she goes, this is what I want. I want a resignation cake. And they're just like... I want to do this here. When I quit, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a cake.
They got to be more... No, you have to be more creative. This has already been done. You need to do something that's never been done.
Huh.
I would send a drone. I would have a drone.
A drone bring in the letter?
Yeah, I would like stay... I mean, obviously a drone's not going to go 5 miles from where you're at. But like, I would go to like outside the office. I would know where the window or something is. Or if it was like a door that opened, I would have someone open the door and it would just like fly into my boss. I'd be like this. It would just drop the letter on their office, and then they're all like confused, and then they see them like, Anthony Cortez Haynes quits this job. Here's his 2 week notice. Like, yeah, and then just like Star Wars is out like meow meow meow.
And it's just out of there. It's funny. Again, how would you guys quit a job that you don't like? If you had to do it in a funny, particular way. He's using a drone.
I'm using a drone.
I would probably make an advertisement, because I like all forms of media entertainment. I'd probably make a commercial that I was quitting the job.
And then how would you get them to see the commercial?
Like, I would play at a meeting. Like, I would call a meeting at the job and be like, hey, 3:30 p.m. before everyone goes home, I want to organize this meeting. There's some things I want to bring up to the personnel office. I'd like to have everyone present so I can speak on anyone's behalf. And I would just play this advertisement, and it would probably be like a crazy, ridiculous music video of how I hate the job and quitting. And then it'll end. It'll say, look to the right, and I'll be standing on the right of the monitor, and I'll just be like this and just walk out backwards. That was what I would do.
At least you should open the question though. Just be like, do you really like your job? Well, I, Ricardo Segura, do not like my job. In fact, I don't like it so much that I'm going to quit. And that's when like the booty shaking happens. And it's like,
I'd hire dancers. I'd get all that stuff done. All that stuff done. And I would use drone work. So I would take some of your idea to get some crazy aerial shots of a drone watching me quit this job. And then I'd be out. I'd take off my jersey like in Rudy and just lay it on the table and be like, I'm out.
I'm over it. I'm quitting.
Done.